Chip the Chipmunk's Journey. Please subscribe so you don't miss a new story. In a quaint forest nestled between two rolling hills, there lived a chipmunk named Chip. Chip was known far and wide for his insatiable curiosity and boundless energy. His small stature and quick movements made him an adorable and endearing resident of the forest, but what truly set him apart was his unwavering determination to make the most of every day. The quest for acorn wisdom. One sunny morning, Chip noticed a massive oak tree at the edge of the forest. It was said to be the oldest and wisest tree in the woods, and its acorns were rumored to hold the secrets of the forest's history. With newfound excitement, Chip embarked on a quest to gather acorns from this ancient tree. He climbed higher than he ever had before, braving gusty winds and precarious branches. Finally, he reached the top, collecting a handful of acorns. As he carefully descended, the acorns in his paws began to whisper ancient stories of the forest. One by one, Chip cracked open the acorns, and they revealed their hidden wisdom. They told him tales of the forest's beginnings, of the creatures who had called it home for generations, and of the challenges they had faced and overcome. Chip was captivated by these stories, realizing that understanding the past could guide the future. Chip continued to visit the wise oak tree regularly, each time learning more about the forest's history and the importance of preserving its delicate balance. He began to share the stories with his fellow forest dwellers, and soon, they too were inspired to cherish and protect their home. One day, a group of humans ventured into the forest with plans to build a road through it. Chip knew that this would disrupt the harmony of the woods, endangering the very life that had thrived there for centuries. He gathered his fellow creatures and, armed with the wisdom he had gained from the acorns, they approached the humans with a plea for understanding. Chip recounted the tales of the forest's history, its beauty, and its importance to all living creatures. The humans, moved by the passion and knowledge of the little chipmunk and his friends, reconsidered their plans. Instead, they decided to reroute the road and protect the forest, ensuring that its secrets and beauty would be preserved for generations to come. As Chip gazed up at the wise oak tree, he felt a profound sense of accomplishment. He had not only sought wisdom for himself but had also used it to save his beloved home. Chip's journey to gather acorns had not only enriched his own life with knowledge but had also served as a reminder that knowledge, when shared with compassion, could be a powerful force for positive change. The burden of self-doubt. One autumn afternoon, a fierce storm swept through the forest, leaving a trail of destruction in its wake. Chip's once cozy treehouse was now a jumble of broken branches and scattered leaves. As he surveyed the damage, a heavy sense of self-doubt began to settle over him. "I can't do this alone," Chip thought, feeling overwhelmed by the daunting task of rebuilding his home. Doubts swirled in his mind like fallen leaves in the wind. He watched as other animals in the forest, from squirrels to birds, offered their help to their little friend in need. A kind squirrel named Hazel, who had experience in construction, approached Chip. "Don't worry, Chip," Hazel reassured him. "We'll help you rebuild your home. You're not alone in this." Slowly, a sense of hope began to replace Chip's self-doubt. Hazel, along with other forest animals, pitched in. Some gathered building materials like twigs and leaves, while others used their strength to carry larger branches. Birds offered their guidance on creating a sturdy and weather-resistant structure. Chip quickly realized that he didn't have to be the best at everything, nor did he have to do everything by himself. Each member of the forest community had unique skills and strengths, and by working together, they could accomplish far more than any of them could alone. Days turned into weeks, and with the collective effort of the forest community, Chip's treehouse transformed into a masterpiece of cooperation and determination. It was more than just a house, it was a symbol of what could be achieved when individuals put aside their doubts and came together for a common purpose. Throughout the rebuilding process, Chip learned an important lesson: asking for help was not a sign of weakness but a strength. It allowed him to connect with his fellow creatures on a deeper level and to appreciate the beauty of teamwork. Together, they had turned a disaster into an opportunity for growth and unity. As the sun set on the completed treehouse, Chip felt a profound sense of gratitude for his friends and their unwavering support. He understood that the strength of a community lay not only in the abilities of its members but in their willingness to support one another during times of need. The forest had always been a place of natural beauty, but now it was also a testament to the power of friendship, cooperation, and the belief that no challenge was too great when faced together. Chip's once shaken self-confidence had grown stronger than ever, and he knew that the bonds he had formed with his fellow forest creatures would endure through every storm that life brought their way. a gift to the forest. As winter approached, Chip noticed a growing sense of unease among the forest's inhabitants. The once lush trees were losing their leaves, and the ground was hardening with frost. Food became scarce, and many animals were struggling to find enough to eat. Chip couldn't bear to see his fellow creatures suffer, so he decided to take action. Remembering the acorns he had gathered from the wise oak tree during his quest for knowledge, Chip realized he had a valuable resource that could help ease the forest's hardship. He decided to share his acorns, despite their importance in preserving the forest's history. Chip distributed the acorns generously, giving them to hungry squirrels, rabbits, and even the birds that had helped him during his time of need. His selflessness was contagious, and soon other animals followed suit. Creatures of all sizes began sharing their resources and helping each other survive the winter. As the days grew colder, the forest community came together in remarkable ways. Squirrels shared their hidden caches of nuts with those in need. Birds flew farther to find berries and insects and returned to the nest with enough to feed the entire family. Even the larger animals like deer and bears shared their foraged food with the smaller creatures. The forest soon became a place of abundance and warmth, not because of a sudden change in the weather, but because of the spirit of sharing and kindness that had spread throughout the community. One particularly frosty morning, Chip came across a family of rabbits shivering in the cold. He handed them some of his last remaining acorns, knowing that he might need to find more food soon. The rabbits, touched by Chip's generosity, shared a hidden burrow with him, offering warmth and shelter. As winter slowly gave way to spring, Chip stood amidst the lush greenery of the forest, surrounded by friends old and new. The forest was thriving, and the bond among its inhabitants had grown stronger than ever before. The spirit of sharing and unity had not only ensured their survival through the harshest of winters but had also transformed their home into a place of enduring harmony. Ending. As spring blossomed, Chip stood beneath the wise oak tree, marveling at the beauty that surrounded him. He had learned valuable lessons throughout his adventures, the importance of seeking wisdom, the strength in unity, and the joy of giving without expecting anything in return. The forest, once a collection of individuals, had transformed into a thriving community. The metaphor of Chip's journey is a reminder that we all have unique talents and the ability to make a difference in the lives of others. Just as Chip climbed the tree for acorns, we should seek knowledge and wisdom to grow as individuals. When faced with challenges, it's okay to lean on our community for support, for together we can overcome even the most formidable obstacles. And, like Chip, we should share our gifts and kindness with others, as these acts of generosity can nurture a flourishing and harmonious world. Chip's tale teaches us that the journey of self-discovery and the pursuit of a better world often go hand in hand, making us not just wiser but also better stewards of the world around us. The end. Don't forget to subscribe,